Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Washington Commanders franchise here on Madden NFL 24, and we're fresh off the bye week and fresh with our quarterback in the lineup. Michael Penix Jr. returns today as we sit at 1-5 playing host to the 3-3 New York Jets, trying to get this season on a track and get potentially towards a respectable record, as the Jets have done that kind of this year. They were the worst team in the league just a year ago. Spent the number 1 overall pick on quarterback Drew Allar, and they're having themselves a 500 season underneath new head coach Joe Lombardi. It's not obviously the right player model, but you get the drift. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content, as this series has been kicking, and I cannot thank you guys enough for the support that this series has gotten. But it'll be the Jets starting off with the football first as we're underway here in week number 8. And here comes the number 1 overall pick out of Penn State, Drew Allar. He's had himself a very good start to his campaign. There's a lot of questions if the Jets would pull the trigger at the quarterback number 1 with all the talent on the defensive side of the football. And they did. 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions through a 500 record. Jets will start off on the ground here with Breece Hall, the superstar halfback, who's really made a name for himself in this Jets backfield. He gets 8, and the next play, it'll be a quick pass out to the right side. That's caught by the other rookie, Evan Stewart, the number 10 overall pick out of Texas A&M, a stud at wide receiver. Next play, though, Allar goes down, sacked for a 14-yard loss to Chase Young. Makes it now 2nd and 24. Quick pass left side. That's going to be a minimal gain. And it's a 3rd and 22 here for the Jets. Allar faces pressure, and he goes down again off the right side. Yamin Davis. Commanders brought heat, and it pays off. Here comes the Commanders offense led by Michael Penix Jr. He's back in the lineup. He missed the past 4 games with a dislocated knee, and he's making his return to the lineup. 305 yards, 1 interception through the first game and a half for him. He's looking to show that he is the quarterback of the future. Gibson gets 1 on the ground to begin the day. Then on 2nd and 9, Penix in the pocket tries to find Clancy across the middle. But there is a flag down. This is going to be roughing the passer against the New York Jets. A big penalty, as they're going to get Bryce Hall on the call. So a new set of downs now at the own 43. There's a 3-yard check down to Gibson. Penix has had a very lackluster, I would say, starting role, as he has just kind of played it safe a lot of the time. There's a 6-yard catch to the rookie Noah Clancy. Nearly 3rd down here for Washington. They go play fake. Penix gets outside the pocket, and he's going to tuck it and run. That's what he's good at. He can scramble. I'd like to see Washington tap into that a little bit more. It's now out into Jets territory. Here's an RPO. Bubble screen doesn't work. Only 1 for Jahan Dotson. 2nd and 9 now. Penix back to throw again, has pressure, and he just airmails everybody right side. In an early 3rd and 9 here. Back to the air they go. Penix feels pressure, tries to roll to his right. He just dumps this one to the sideline. Doesn't take the hit, but it'll be a punt for Washington. So both teams get nothing on their first drives. Here's the Jets for their 2nd of the day, and it's Allar keeping it on a read option. And the big man gets downfield, a pickup of 26. Yes, he is mobile at 6'5". Allar can also run. So he gets the Jets into Washington territory, and there's a nice throw to Evan Stewart, the number 10 overall pick, who they actually used. That was supposed to be our pick, but he was that pick and part of the Penix Jr. trade a couple years ago. 21-yard carry for Breece Hall, right side for a touchdown, and the Jets will strike first. He finds the end zone. It's 7-0 New York. So now we have to try to answer, starting off at our own 20-yard line, as here's a 2-yard carry for Antonio Gibson. 3rd and 6 now. Jets bring pressure. They bring the blitz, the check down for Gibson, and he can't get there. He's marked inches shy, and Washington will punt. So the Jets get the football back with the momentum as here on 1st and 10. Another handoff right side, and New York doing a great job at sealing the edge. Washington's run defense has been very poor this season. It's unlike them. As on 2nd and 3 with a man barreling down on him, Allar barely gets that one away. Makes it now 3rd and 3. Back to the I formation. Play fake to Hall. Allar taking a shot downfield. This one's deflected. Should have been picked off by Kendall Fuller. But hey, it's a punt. I'll take the defense getting off the field. Next drive here for Washington. Gibson gets the carry and he puts the football on the ground. A fumble for Gibson deep in our own territory. And the Jets will start this drive at our 38. Luckily for us, it's a 3-yard loss as Chase Young is actually hurt on the play. Now 3rd and 8 for New York, just trying to minimize the damage. It's a deep ball, right side, looking for Stewart, and is knocked away by Cameron Curl the last second. The Jets will kick 3. It makes it a 10-0 game. 2nd and 8, Penix off of the play fake, gets hit as he throws. This offensive line has really struggled so far this season, specifically that right side. Now 3rd and 8, Penix moves to his right. So he's going to tuck it, try to get outside, and he can't. And this drive will end with another 3 and out. And we'll go to the end of the first quarter where the Jets have dominated Washington so far. And they hold a 10-point lead. We'll begin the second quarter with the Jets football their own 36. Here's an outside throw. That's Garrett Wilson, the 2022 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, with a nice grab. Now at about midfield, Forbes on a free rusher, misses Allar, and he stays in the pocket and finds Wilson. That is just kind of the apropos of what this defense has been, just missed opportunities. Should have been a big loss, but instead it's a big gain, as next play, Payne will make sure he actually does sack Drew Allar. 3rd and 19 now for New York. Allar trying to keep his eyes downfield. Plenty of time, chucks it to the end zone, and this one's batted away. L'Jarius Sneed with the play. And he'll set up a 53-yard field goal. Here's Jason Myers, the former Seahawk, with his first day as a Jet. And he's got 2 long field goals. So now 13-0 in favor of the Jets. The Washington offense has to get something going here as that bubble screen will get a nice first down and cross midfield. Next play, handoff to Gibson, right side. He's been bottled up today. This is a nice run of 15, easily his best carry so far. So a new set of downs. Penix back to the air on first down. Right side, McLaurin. Nobody covers Scary McTerry, and that's an easy 26-yard run for him into the end zone. That's a nice answer for Washington. It's the first career touchdown for Michael Penix Jr. as well. Save that ball, young man. So now 13-7. A nice play in the flats by Tranquill. It's called a fumble, but that was clearly not. But it's a nice pass defense play by Drew Tranquill. So now 3rd and 4 off the bootleg. Allar looks right side at the sticks, and this one's dropped. Garrett Wilson had it. Cameron Curl comes barreling down. And that's another punt for New York. So Washington now with a little bit of momentum. Currently down by 6 with the football, as there's 3 for Allen Robinson. 2nd and 7 now, bunch right side. Penix goes play fake, keeps his eyes downfield, and he's got Dotson deep into the secondary. A big catch and run for him. I want to see that more out of Dotson down the stretch. Get him more involved. He gets us into Jets territory. The next play is incomplete. Nice hit there by Eddie Jackson, the former Chicago Bear. 2nd and 10 in the pistol. Penix has a man in his face. He finds Clancy, who go right back to him after he couldn't catch it the previous play. A lot of trust in the rookie 3rd round tight end out of Oregon. 1st and 10. Penix again off the play fake. Taking a shot to the end zone. It's knocked away by DJ Reed. Penix not afraid to air it out today. I like it. 2nd and 10, another play fake to get him outside the pocket, and it works. Gets McLaurin deep downfield. That's a 22-yard strike. Let Penix move. Let him take shots. I like it. 1st and goal now. Trying to scramble with it up the middle. Avoid pressure. He cannot. Carl Lawson gets credited with the sack. 2nd and goal. McLaurin in the zone. Penix looks his way, and he finds him for a touchdown. McLaurin's 2nd of the day. 2nd also for Penix. And Washington has a lead. It is now 14-13 at the 2-minute warning. But the Jets do have the football. They're at their own 40 here. All 3 timeouts to play with. Allar to the air. Looks left side. That's a lot of traffic. Incomplete. Tried to find Mecole Hardman. Next play. Back to the air. Looks right side. Has a man right up the seams. It's Stewart who gets away from Fuller down to the 31 of Washington. Don't use a timeout. They let the play clock continue to run as the next play is also incomplete. A lot of traffic. But again, Curl there with the defense. 2nd and 10. Now a minute 17 on the clock. In the flats. There's Curl again. That's a loss of 1. He's played pretty well today, I have to say. And now a big 3rd and 11. The Jets, they hike it. They throw up the middle, and this one's almost intercepted. Had Stewart, but Allar threw him, and Martin almost with the pick. So that'll be a 50-yard try for Jason Myers. And he drills another one right down the middle. Nice kick for him. gives the Jets back the lead, 16-14. Penix trying to do something here to end the first half, and he gets intercepted, picked off by Brandon Jones. Just panicked a little bit, and great robber coverage by Jones. That sets the Jets up with a potential field goal to end the first half and add some more points. But it's blocked. Cameron Curl gets through the line, blocks it, keeps it a 2-point game. Just adds on to his great first half. And we're down by 2 points. A little bit of a shame, but we're still in this one. Can we come back and win our second game of the season? We'll go around the league here in week number 8 as we took a look at the standings just a week ago. So we should be a little bit caught up on the rest of the league. Starting off with the action, we'll go to Baltimore. The Ravens playing host to the Browns. The Cleveland Browns currently winless, and they're currently down 7-3. Sean Watson not had a good season out so far in Cleveland. He currently trails the Ravens. Another AFC North opponents, the Bengals hosting the Denver Broncos. They lead 16-3. Joe Burrow with a nice touchdown pass to Tyler Boyd, while Shadir Sanders trying to get the Denver Broncos offense back in it. They are currently down by 13. And then finally, in the desert, the Cardinals playing host to the Tennessee Titans, and the Titans won that one 28-21. 4 touchdown passes for Baker Mayfield, a much-needed win for Tennessee. Well, after starting off 4-0, the Cardinals have struggled to 5-3. We'll go back to our game here. Washington does start off the football here in the second half, as the first play is a nice pass to McLaurin. With a man in his face, Penix gets it to his number 1 target, and Scary Terry has had himself a heck of a day. 6 catches, 104 yards for him. Is now at midfield. He'll go back to the ground, where Gibson gets 4. 2nd and 6 now. They trust Antonio again. Left side, nice crease for him. Beats a defender to the edge, and a nice run for Antonio Gibson, who's had himself a really good season after battling injuries just a year ago. So already out to the 23 of New York, off the bootleg. Penix sets, chucks it short. He had a man wide open downfield, but instead couldn't get Alec Cox on the flat. So back to the air though on 2nd and 10. Checks it down short for Gibson. He races forward for a gain of 8. And now you got a 3rd and 2. They go in the gun, bunch to the right. They trust Gibson with it, and he's not going to get there. Stuffed shy. But it will be a field goal for Washington. But no, they're going to keep the offense on the field. Bieniemy getting aggressive here. As on 4th and 2, a nice slant to Robinson. We haven't seen that all year by Eric. He usually plays it safe. But today, I think he realizes at 1 and 5, you got to start taking some chances. So now 1st and goal from the 5. Here's Gibson with a 1-yard run. He stays in the game here, 2nd and goal. They trust him again, but he's going to be even more bottled up in the backfield. And Braden Daniels is hurt on the play. So another offensive lineman down on 3rd and goal. Plenty of pressure in Penix's face. Nobody blocked on that play. Yeah, we're lucky that was incomplete. But the Commanders do take a lead. They do finally kick the field goal. So it's 17-16 Washington. As here's the first drive of the second half for the Jets. 1-yard run for Breece Hall. The next run, a nice cut outside, and he's going to pick up the first down there. He's had himself a pretty solid day. 10 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown. Pressure brought here on 1st down. 6-man rush, but here's a nice catch by Garrett Wilson. Moved him in motion, and that beats the man coverage. Next play, though, is not going to count, as there is a false start on right guard Elijah Vera Tucker. So that'll make it now 1st and 15. Allar making some changes at the line. Has a man in his face. Sidesteps right side. This one's incomplete. Nice coverage and deflection by Drue Tranquill. 2nd and 15 now. 2 tight ends on the right side. Quick 3-step drop. Fires shorts. That's caught by Tyler Conklin. He'll pick up the penalty yardage back. And we have a big 3rd and 10. The Jets to throw for it here. 4-man rush. Allar in the pocket. Feels some heat. Tries to check it down left side, and it's incomplete. And the Jets will punt it. And Washington will hold on to a 1-point lead. Second drive of the second half, and that one should have been intercepted. Jones almost had another one. He's played great robber coverage today. So a new lease on life, 2nd and 10. Penix saw the pressure and audible to a nice throw to Clancy. That's a veteran move there by Penix. I like it at the line. So new set of downs, an RPO to McLaurin. Gets him for another gain of 17 as he continues his tear on the Jets secondary. 1st and 10, play fake again. Penix rolls outside the pocket, being chased, but he's going to pick up 6 before being pushed out by Quentin Williams. 2nd and 4. Another play action pass. Penix again moving outside the pocket, and he had McLaurin, but he overthrew him. That would have been a huge gain. Instead, it's now 3rd and 4. Back to the air we go. Short left side has Dotson first down. Nice confident throw there to move the chains. Inside the red zone now. 1st and 10. Another short pass for Gibson. Washington passing the ball a lot more than they usually do today. I don't mind it. 2nd and 3. 3 tight ends in the formation. They get him again on the bootleg. This time Penix just takes it and he dives forward to the 5. 5 rushes on the day for the quarterback, showing that knee is okay. 1st and goal, handoff Gibson up the middle, and he finds the end zone. Fortunately, Dotson is hurt on the play, but it's a touchdown for Washington. They make it now 24-16 as the Commanders have come out in the second half and have played really good football. There's another pass deflection for Kendall Fuller. Now 2nd and 10 off the play fake, no time to throw it. Yamin Davis on the blitz. He sacks him for a loss of 9. Makes it now 3rd and 19. And this one is going to be short and incomplete. And that'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Washington with a 1-score lead. They had the football here to begin the 4th frame. 2nd and 2. Nice tough grab by Noah Clancy. He's played pretty good in his snaps, and his snap count has increased in recent weeks because of it. So on 1st and 10, now Gibson gets the whole left side, gets the first down into enemy territory. Washington trying to make this a 2-score game. 1st and 10, handoff Gibson, and he's going to be smothered at the line of scrimmage. Next play now in the gun. 4-man rush. Penix rolls out to his left, being chased. Going to tuck it, and he's going to run forward. He's going to pick up a first down, a gain of 18 with his legs. 44 rushing yards for him, and he's played a really good game. Next play, back to the air. Penix right side has McLaurin, who gets away from the defense, and he soars into the end zone for the hat trick. Touchdown, Commanders. Scary Terry again. It's a 15-point lead now, and the Jets' backs are against the wall. That's a nice run for 3 for Breece Hall. 2nd and 7 now. Allar back, fires right side, has Conklin. He's going to have a first down out to midfield. So just inside 11 minutes to go. Handoff Hall again, and this time a tackle for a loss, and Hall is actually hurt on the play. So he'll come out. He will not return. On the next play, Allar will go to the air, fire it all across the middle, and it's caught. Somehow Hardman gets away from the defense and picks up a first down. Nice play there to make it to the 39. Offset eye, here's a handoff first of the day for Israel Abanankanda, the reserve halfback, who does have 2 touchdowns on the season. He picks up 1, now 2nd and 9. Allar back to the air, checks it out to Abanankanda out of the backfield. And he stiff arms the defender and gets it for a gain of 6. So much more manageable now, 3rd and 3. 2 tight ends. Handoff, stretch give, and it's going to be chased down. The rookie Bowen with the initial hit. Davis will finish him off, but a great play there. Forces a field goal. So it's 31-19. Still a 2-score game as Washington just trying to run some clock down. Now inside 5 minutes on 3rd and 7. Penix across the middle, and he gets intercepted. A great interception by Ransom. Full extension there to get his hands up. I thought Penix was going to complete that pass. Instead, picked off for the 2nd time today, and it gives the Jets a short field. There's a nice 13-yard strike to Conklin. Now out to the 22. Handoff. Israel up the middle. Nobody's home, and he's going to scamper into the end zone. The Jets, just like that, are right back into this game. The 3rd rushing touchdown for him in this season. And we'll go into the 2-minute warning with a 5-point lead. Commanders just need a couple of first downs. They'll get one here off the back of Gibson. Nice run there. So another one will end it. 1st and 10. Handoff Gibson up the middle. He picks up 5. 3 tight ends in. Next play. Handoff Gibson again. And he finds the space. And he'll get the first down. And Washington will get their 2nd win of the season. A little bit more closer than it would have liked to have been. Too close for comfort. But hey, when you've only won 2 games this season, a win is a win. Final score 31-26. And Penix's return to the starting quarterback position. He gets his first career win. Very good game for him overall. I know he did have those 2 interceptions, but I thought Penix played very good. He had good poise. He got outside the pocket when needed. The offensive line really didn't help him that well. I mean, we've talked about the struggles of this O-line. But I thought Michael Penix Jr. played really well. Now, unfortunately, this win came with a couple of injuries. Jahan Dotson is going to miss 3 games with a torn labrum, and Jeremiah Trotter Jr. also tore his abdominal in that one. He'll also miss 3 games. So now we're a little banged up, but that's the life of the National Football League. Here are scores around the league in week number 8. We'll start off with that Thursday night game that we saw, the Tennessee Titans beating the Arizona Cardinals off of the back of 4 touchdowns for Baker Mayfield. Kyler Murray also played pretty good, but it just wasn't enough as ETN led everybody in rushing. And the Cardinals, they got to try to get back on track after a off-track start. For the 1 o'clock games, the Buccaneers, they beat the Texans 22-19. Stroud outdueled Kenny Pickett, but it was not enough to get the victory. So the Buccaneers, who we'll see next week, improved to 5-3, while the Houston Texans, after a big win in the last week's game against the Jaguars, dropped when they should have won against Tampa Bay. On the other side, the Packers win. They finally get their first win of the season, 31-21 over the Detroit Lions, which means the Cleveland Browns are the last winless team in the NFL. So the Packers get that monkey off their back. On the Sunday night game, the Giants beat the Cowboys in a shootout, 38-36. Cowboys were the best team in football a year ago, and they're a little bit vulnerable this year, I would say, as New York takes advantage, and they get one over their division rivals. Finally, on Monday Night Football, the Patriots bounced back after losing last week to the winless Panthers, 24-14. Both quarterbacks didn't play overly that impressive. They did what they needed to do, though, and the Patriots do a good job at righting the ship and getting back in the win column. Here are players of the week. Brandon Ayuk had 4 touchdown catches for San Francisco, and he is on pace to potentially make history. Ayuk has 16 touchdown catches now in this season. The record in a season is 23, set by Randy Moss back in 2007. So Brandon Ayuk could really have a shot at that. It was also the trade deadline in the NFL. There was only a couple of trades at the deadline. The Steelers traded former Commander Benjamin St. Juste to the Bears for Boogie Basham. Kenneth Gainwell is now a Indianapolis Colts, as Minnesota traded him there for a 2nd, a 7th, and a future for Indy. Trying to make a push for the postseason. He's going to do a good job spelling Jonathan Taylor. And the Niners, they trade safety Jair Brown to the Panthers for a 4th round pick. So next episode, we will play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We saw them a year ago. Kenny Pickett is still the starter out there for Tampa Bay, and they're a very interesting team. They've gone over some roster turnover, but they got some skill positions. They got some superstars at some positions of need, and they're 5-3. So again, it hasn't been an easy schedule for us, but a game that we need to win. We got to start to build a winning streak here. Otherwise, it's going to be too little too late. Also, we have a tandem breakout offense opportunity, and it says a star player is inspired to teammates. McLaurin had himself a day, so could a wide receiver be getting a breakout challenge? We'll have to see in the next one, but thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.